Hey, one thing I want to ask you, because I see it with them, is like the minute you step out of the ring, the minute you step out of the cage, and when you're training, like the ego's gone. Like they're in there. Rampage looks like he wants to kill them. Right when they get out of there, they're friends, they're talking, life's good, and they're, Luke's like, yo, let's go get shadow boxing and get some more cardio going. What is it about the ego that you're able to remove when you're training so you don't get hurt? Because you've talked about this before.
Yeah. I feel like there's certain people, and it's like that's not with everybody. I mean, with me, it's with everybody, but like you see certain people that hold that shit up to the death. You know what I'm saying? And I've never been like that. I could always like compartmentalize like. This is what I'm doing. I'm getting this work in, and if you hit me hard, I'm gonna bring it to wherever you're going with it. And when the bell's done, it's like that Pavlov's dog thing. It's just like, all right, it's off, and I got a minute to recover and all that other stuff. So
what did you call that?
Pavlov's dog. You ever heard that? Like the psychology term?
When every time they'd hear the bell, the dog knew to go eat, and then when they stopped putting the food there, the dog would have like saliva and stuff. Isn't that what you're talking about?
Yeah. It's like
you've never heard this?
It's like a psychology term.
No, I never heard of it.
Trains at every gym, trains with everybody. Never read a book.
So I'm gonna tell you about me with that. The reason why I am like that, like I leave everything inside the ring or the cage.
Yeah.
When I first started wrestling, my wrestling coach, R.I.P. He was the man. He changed my life. Anyway, he had a best friend that was a coach at another school. So we would have to wrestle with he would bring their school down and their team, and we had to wrestle with him. And the guy was in my weight class. Me and him used to have to wrestle with each other and stuff. And we was cool in the gym. But then when we saw each other in the tournament, it was always me and him in the finals.
Yeah.
And we was friends outside the gym. We were friends and the training and stuff. But when we had to wrestle each other in the finals, he would do bullshit, like headbutt me and cheat and fucking pinch and try to bite. So I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I thought we was cool. And then I learned from that. Like when you going and when you training, it's just training. It's nothing personal and stuff like that. You be friends, but and on the day when it's real, what I'm saying, it's real. You take the friendship out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I fought a couple of friends before. Like I was real cool with Kevin Random and RIP. You know what I'm saying? I was cool with a couple of people that I had to fight, like Dan Henderson. But I had to help them train and stuff like that. But when you in there, when it's live, it's live. But when you're training and stuff, it's nothing personal. Like sometimes people gonna try to knock you out and everything. But you're friends. You iron sharpen iron.
Yeah, and it's like you don't want to bring emotion into like an actual fight too. And it's like you hear that all the time. I don't know. I've never been like the person that like I've only talked shit to like a handful of people, or like I've only had like personal beef with like a handful of people I fought. But it's like you got to separate that, because it's like if you have that practice in the gym, then it's nothing, But if you're over here getting emotional every time, it's like people get in your head, and it's like you're practicing like people get in your head constantly, and if like that's happening, then you're gonna be easy to eat up,